My day yesterday started off really badly. It was a shocker, a real stinker. And at least in my case, it might be true for you. When your day doesn't start off right, it tends to snowball throughout the day. And, I don't look at things in a positive way and I just grumble and grizzle. And that's bad. I know that's bad. I know I have to change. Now, when a computer isn't working properly, you reboot it. So how do you reboot your day? Well, I rely on an important biblical principle. You see, God sometimes has to, in fact, really often, he has to reboot our lives. Now, you remember Saul of Tarsus. He was heading in the wrong direction. His life was all negative, and God had to reboot his life. How did he do it? What he did is he threw Saul of Tarsus off his horse, knocked him onto the ground, and turned him blind for a while. Basically anything to get him out of his ordinary routine. And that's the principle. Do something that you wouldn't ordinarily do. What I often do to reboot my day is I'll go out and walk and pray, or I'll go and play with the dog, or I'll go to the gym, I'll do some exercise, get some fresh air in me, just do something that is different to what I'd normally do. You see, my natural inclination is actually to just get into my work and work harder and, kind of work my troubles away. And, that never works. It really doesn't. It's no good short term, no good long term. The best thing to do is just to put a break in your day and do something you wouldn't normally do. What did I do yesterday? Well, what I did is I stopped what I was doing and I decided to cook something. And so when my family came home, they actually had a really delicious meal prepared, and I felt good. And it was a break from my normal day. When I got back into my normal work, then everything looked rosier, everything looked better. Now, of course, yesterday I didn't go off and pray and do all these spiritual things, but that's not always what you need to do. Basically, you reboot your day by doing something you wouldn't ordinarily do. And that's what God does to us in our lives very often, to knock some sense into us. So, we can apply that as well. When we start our day on the bad foot, we can reboot our life using God's principles, doing something positive and productive that we wouldn't normally do.